Hello, welcome back everybody. We're going to turn left onto California 86 North. We're on the west side of the Salton Sea. Here you'll see it in the dash cam in a moment. There it is. We just stopped at the Red Earth Casino. They have the most reasonable gas here. I think in the area it's $3.09 a gallon. That's pretty acceptable for being California. I'm coming to a fork in the road. I need to decide if I'm going to stop at Joshua Tree Park or if we're just going to get the heck out of California today. I'm at a juncture again.
Continue on California 86 north for 16 miles.
I think for now we're going to take a shortcut from Mecca, California. Maybe take the scenic route up through the hills, up through the mountains. I don't know. Maybe I should have researched it better, being I'm driving a Class A. I think it'll be okay. This morning we left Ocotillo Wells recreational area and we backtracked on Highway 78 and turned north on Highway 86 up the Desert Shores where we got gasoline. And instead of continuing on all the way up to Indio to get Interstate 10 and heading over to the south entrance of Joshua Tree National Park, we decided to take the shortcut through Box Canyon, up Box Canyon Road. And we should save about 20 miles and obviously some gasoline. So we've made it to Box Canyon Road. Now I think this area is all BLM land. I think there's camping allowed in Box Canyon. I don't know for sure. But so far it looks like it's just going to be a general upgrade. The satellite view of this area, I keep forgetting that this whole valley, the Mecca Valley I guess it's called, all the way down to the Salton Sea and beyond is below sea level. And as we leave Mecca and start through the canyon, it's go all uphill up to Joshua Tree Park, and I think this area is about 1,600 feet in elevation, so it is a climb. And so far it looks like it's just going to be a slow, steady climb, so that'll be nice for the bounder. Now I see there's different trails that go off and places to park. I'm sure there's plenty of hiking. Yeah, looks like there's a good hiking area. Now the dangerous part here of this road is a lot of sand is blown onto it, and I think if you really come, moving through here in a car or truck too fast and you hit some of these sandy areas on the turns, you could probably wouldn't take too much to spin out and lose control. But I think we're okay in the bounder. We're just kind of cruising along. And there's an RV over there to the left. I don't know if they're just maybe staying for a day trip and some hiking, or if they're actually camping there. So I'm pretty sure it's BLM area and camping is allowed. But we're going to get up through the canyon. Okay, we've made it up out of the canyon, and this is Box Canyon Road, and it actually goes across Interstate 10 here and right through Joshua Tree National Park. We're going to go up here and find somewhere to camp. Looks like plenty of camping spots. I think we can find a place in here somewhere. Well, we've made it to Joshua Tree National Park, and I don't see any Joshua trees. As I understand it, they are further to the north. It's a long ways from the south end of the park to the north end of the park, and it's a steady climb in elevation up through the mountains. I don't know exactly at what elevation the upper end is at, but the further you go, the more Joshua trees there are. And we're right here at the south entrance, and you can probably see in the distance maybe is Interstate 10 running down through there. And right between Interstate 10 and the entrance is all this BLM land. So it's free camping down here, and we are parked way down that away. But we're gonna go into the park for a little bit today. The vegetation you see in the deserts is real pale green stuff, but look around over here. Look how light green. Look how light green all these trees are and all these palms down here. That's a sure sign of more water, right? Those palms are, I'll call them giant. That's big enough to be giant, right? These stones are awful crunchy. Oh, this would be great as a kid. I used to make like forts or cabins back in under trees and stuff. That's back in there would be fantastic. That's a super hideout. And look how shady, and there's rocks all back in there. I'd love to go back in there, but they probably have these cables here for a reason, to preserve it. Yep, no off-trail public use or travel was allowed in this area. Soil contaminated with heavy metals including arsenic, lead, and cobalt is hazardous to health. Huh, never heard of that one before, but okay. No signs of water yet, just a dry wash. Surely there's water back here. It is a beautiful area, that is for sure. Lots of footprints. Uh-oh, pointy. Be careful. I think there's a rabbit over there. Can you imagine being out here in the dry desert, say back in the pioneer days, out in the dry desert, and coming over the crest of one of these hills and looking down and seeing all this green, thinking, hey, there's a water source down there. Truly an oasis. And I didn't see any running water, but I'm thinking it's back in, well, it's got to be there, even if it's just below the surface. But those trees are getting watered. They're getting their water somewhere. I bet you wouldn't have to dig very deep. You know, I'm sure they dug a well back in the day. But I'm certain they found the water. Oh, there's some steps up here. Wonder where the steps lead. Well, with all these footprints, I don't know. Somebody else has taken them in the past. Might as well find out where they go. I would think there would be some Indian, what do you call them, petroglyphs around here somewhere. I would think. I'm sure the Indians, I did read on one of them signs back there that, you know, from the Indians, the pioneers, the miners, all utilize that water source. Wow. Now these are some rocks here. I always forget what these cactus are called, but these are probably my very favorites, just because they're so light colored, and when the sun hits them they look illuminated. And this is weird, this big giant rock. I don't know, it has all these speckles of different stuff. It's like a big conglomeration of different little rocks, and this one rock is stuck in it. There must be some other springs popping out around this area, because there's more green right down in there, and then down below further. I see some more of those trees with the light green leaves, and a palm growing down at the lower one. So water must seep out of there too. I think I'm on the wrong trail. I was looking for a mill, a miner's, some of my old mining equipment, and according to my pedometer on my phone, should have been there by now. I must have taken the wrong trail. They're not clearly marked, so yeah, there's that. I don't know how much more venturing around here I'm gonna do. I did want to get this hike in before it got too hot today. It's supposed to be about 80 today, and that sign, I'm starting to feel it. It's coming on. Yeah, and we're even up in elevation now, so down where we were, a little further south in California, the 10-day forecast until the heat is starting to move back in the area. Here it is at the end of February, so Southern California and Southern Arizona, they're starting to warm back up already. But I want to get back on the bike and ride up through the park a little bit more. I did only have this one battery for this camera. I need to buy a spare battery so I can be popping them in and out. Somebody has a home up there. I seen it up there somewhere. And it flew in, one flew in down in here where it's real dark. They have a nest up there somewhere. Oh, I seen him again. I guess that's as good a place as any for a nest. And I did look real close and listen, see if there's any water running back in there, but it can't be too far below the surface. I mean, these trees are getting a good drink from somewhere. Well, we'll be on our way. Well, I've rode out the road here about another 5 miles. You know, we're probably only not even 10 miles into the park. Now I remembered the park is about 40, 50 plus miles from the north end to the south end of the north end. And it's a long, long ride through the park that way. All uphill, way up in elevation. I guess that's where like two deserts meet. The high desert meets this lower desert. I might as well mention, I got a big decision to make here before too long. Something that I got to do this year, and it's going to make a big difference in how and where I travel and who I travel with, if anybody. I don't know what else to say about that right now, but I'll probably talk about that a little bit more in the next video or two. Either way, I'm still going to be traveling. It's I don't know, a lot of things to consider. I'm going to leave it go at that. Yeah, I just want to check out the park a little bit today while we're right here. And I'm probably going to head back and get something to eat. Take Bella out for a walk. I don't know. I hope you like the little peek at the park today. Thanks for coming along. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I almost forgot. I apologize for not getting Bella in more of this video. One thing, she doesn't ride on the motorcycle. We took the motorcycle into the park, and the other thing was they don't allow dogs on that particular hiking area. So I'll work on that. Okay, stretching, morning stretching. Oh yeah. Huh? Bella. All right. We'll both be back soon. I'll see you.